Hello, Gwen. Hello, Animalocaris. Greetings, twins. How are we all doing today? Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Kiwi! Hi, Dev. Hello. Ow. Hello, Gwen. Hello, Animalocaris. Hello, Sharky. Hello, Gwen again. Hello, Dev. Hello, Mist. Mist, it is so good to see you. No. Everybody listen up. Everybody listen up. Sit around the campfire and allow me to tell you a tale. You will notice that the Germany counter has increased by, what, like almost 10%? By many percents. Did you notice that? Did you notice that? Guess who donated 67 cold brews yesterday? Guess who donated 67 cold brews in order to get to $1,000, the point at which I can purchase probably a plane ticket. Thank you, Sharky, for the 33 bits, twin. W, Sharky. Thank you, Sharky. Mist Life. Mist donated 67 cold brews. He literally said, you know what? You know that Germany ticket that you were thinking about buying? I'm just gonna buy it for you. That's what he said, right? W, Mist. He is so generous. I was literally freaking out last night. I was freaking out. He's so nice and generous. It's insane. Bro's got a heart of gold. Also, I will kiss you first. Right? Hello, Freaky Girl. Hello, Kyrnet. Hello, Abodi. Hello, Animalocaris. It's good to see you all. But yeah, that's my tale. That is why the counter, this counter, is at 34 frickin%. It's because of Mist and his generosity. Because I posted a video for members only yesterday, just giving a quick update on the dev situation, the Germany situation, and he saw that shit and he took action. I'm just so grateful. It's insane. Hey Kiwi, I love your content, meow. Thank you, twin, I appreciate it. Meow. Thank you, Dev. Thank you, Dev. Hello guys, how are we all doing today on a scale from 1 to 10? 1 being terrible, 10 being amazing, be honest. W20 stream streak, Animalocaris. W. Hello, Magical Woodlander. Greetings. Look at this Kibi. I used to... Wait, what? I used this less. No, I used it more in the past, but then I let it sit in my closet for ages. I forgot about it. Feeling like an 8 out of 10 today? That's good to hear, Sweetie Pepper. It's good to see you, twin. Are you ginger or brunette? Why did that get held? Why did that get held? I'm confused. What is offensive about that question? I am brunette. Why do people think that I'm ginger? 10 because I joined your stream. That's good to hear, twin. I think I'm getting sick or something. I say this every time. Maybe I'm just allergic to streaming, but I genuinely think I'm getting sick. 10 out of 10? That's good to hear. I'm doing an 8 out of 10. I finished my Monday, Wednesday summer class 2 weeks early. Yeah. That's lovely, Kyrnet. Yo, W Kyrnet. 6 out of 10. Real lonely and touch-starved. Just need someone to cuddle. That's real, Gwen. That's real. Hey, twin. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that 6 improves. Miss, you're doing a 9 out of 10? Hell yeah, twin. Hell yeah. Hello, Nettle. Hello. What do you mean we are Kiwi Kirk, bro? Okay. I'm feeling a 5 out of 10. I've been feeling a strange and unexplainable impending sense of doom or something like that since I woke up. I'm sorry to hear that, twin. That's not good. I hope that impending sense of doom retreats. Thanks to you, Kiwi, I am now more pregnant than ever. Hola, hi. Hi. Anyway, I was thinking maybe today we could talk about relationships or something. I kind of just want to yap. I really want to yap. Where's Wine Mom? Wine Mom always comes through with the banger questions. I love your content, Meow. Thank you, Twin, I appreciate it. We Kiwi the Flame. Okay. Hello, Archer. Greetings, Twin. Howdy, Buggy. Yes, we are all pregnant because of Kiwi. Who is we, bro? There is only one human being that is pregnant because of me. There is only one human being that is pregnant because of me. As a man, my wish is to one day be able to give birth. Based. Am I allowed to play Minecraft while you stream? Yes, Sweetie Pepper. I give you permission to play Minecraft while I stream. I give you permission. I say we talk about relationships. Like, yeah, but like what specifically? What specifically do we talk about in relationships? What the fuck is this chat? Is this normal? I'm giving birth tomorrow. The timing. Yeah, this is pretty much how my chat usually goes. Hello, Miss Draws. This is David with the Flock Safety Company. We would like to make you aware of the fact that last night at 53 minutes, camera 6721 detected movement in your backyard. We saw a man with North African complexion dressed in what appears to be a French maid costume and cat ears crawling out of your basement door. We do not know this individual's motives or actions they performed while in your basement, but we have alerted the authorities in order to pursue an investigation. Okay. Nobody is kidnapped in my basement. Nobody is in my basement. There is no Tunisian femboy in my basement. Kiwo, you are awesome. Thank you, Gwen. Very inspiring. So glad I am here with you folks today. This community is wonderful. Extremely true. I think I legitimately have the greatest community on all of YouTube. Meow! Wait, is Flock Safety that one surveillance company with all the cameras everywhere? I think I saw a video about that. As a man, I will give birth for every woman so they don't have to feel the pain. 6'7" feminist with a Lamborghini. Oh, wait, were you that one guy that saved all those orphans from the burning building? Oh, I remember you. Just thought you should know. Yeah, whatever you say. Okay. Kiwoo. Okay. Meow! Yay, my favorite niche streamer is streaming. Good evening. Hello, Sheldon. I appreciate the kind words. Like, how do people do too much in relationships? Gang, could you elaborate on what you mean, Twin? Could you elaborate on what that question means? How did you know you have autism? Hello, Omawa. Greetings, Twin. How are you doing today? I started to figure out that I had autism when I reflected on my social behavior. And that was like the gateway drug into investigating everything else and all of the other symptoms of autism. But the first thing that really tipped me off was the fact that socializing it's like a math problem for me. It's like a logical problem. I approach socializing like some sort of strategic game, and I thought that everybody else did that, but I found out that's not the case. I found out it's not normal to treat socializing like a game of chess, and to be really, really exhausted and stressed out during it. So that's what got me into the realm of autism, and then from there I just started watching videos on YouTube, doing research, learning more about autism. When I reflected on my social behavior, yeah, neurotypicals don't reflect on their behavior, so that was a dead giveaway. Okay. Yeah, they put up traffic cameras on like every intersection that collect data on literally everybody. Amazing. Carrot is currently on a 10 stream streak. W Carrot. Shouldn't things like that be public services or police owned, not private sector? Hey, y'all are smarter than me. I'm not qualified to speak on this. But I think surveillance is bad. I think privacy is good. That's my hot take. I'd love to talk about the issues that happen when one person in the relationship is looking to be comforted and the other person is trying to fix the root of the problem without realizing that's not what the other person wants. That's a very, very, very good point, Nettle. So, sometimes, I think I'm gonna address this like what's the adjective? Tangentially, how do you say it? Tangentially. Oh, tangentially. That's the word. I'm gonna address this tangentially. Oh, that was a big word. That's my first time using the word tangentially. Are you proud of me? So I think, Nettle, you bring up a really good point where sometimes when people are in emotional distress, they don't care about being logical and reasoning it out. If you argue with them and say, well, no, that's not actually true because blah, 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 even if you think you're comforting them by telling them, no, 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 that thing isn't true, there's a chance that you're just going to make them feel worse. There's a chance that you're just going to make them feel worse. A lot of the time when somebody is in emotional distress and they're sharing their feelings, the best thing to do, even if you don't disagree with them, is to say, all right, I understand. Yeah, I can see why you would feel that way. And just listen to them. If somebody is in emotional distress, from what I've seen in my own experience, oftentimes, just trying to argue with them and reason with them and be like, well, actually, no, that's not true, and invalidating them is just going to make them feel worse. So I know that's not specifically what you were asking, but I think it's kind of adjacent, because the same thing goes for trying to fix the problem instead of just listening to them. Because again, validation, and being a good listener is so important when it comes to making somebody feel seen and appreciated. And sometimes, like, there's a time and a place for solving the problem, but if somebody is clearly in distress and they're being open and sharing their feelings, I would argue that a lot of the time, that's not the time to solve the problem. That's the time to sit down and listen and be like, okay, I understand what you're saying. Try and comfort them. There's a time and a place for being logical, but I would argue that it's usually not when the person is opening up and being vulnerable. Oh, it's online. Hello, Retro. What do you mean they don't reflect on their behavior? Hello, Mr. Fandom. I think they were making a joke about that. Does anybody have that one image of one guy hugging another guy, but one of them is Mpreg? Tunisia. Good job, Kiwi. Thank you, Anna Malokeris. Thank you. Kiwi learning words. So proud. Yo, thank you, Mist. I appreciate it. Thank you, Abodi. Y'all always support me. I like to ask, do you want to vent or do you want solutions? That's a really good question to ask. Really good question. But if the person is so emotionally heightened that they're unable to answer that question, I would say the safe way to go is to just validate. Listen, validate. Talk logistics later. She's so smart, guys. Listen to her. Aww. Hello, Tuber. Greetings, twin. How are you doing today? I don't know how to comfort people without it seeming like I'm disinterested, because I truly do care and I want to comfort them, but I just don't know how to. Anna Malakeris, I think there's a lot of value. New here, W content creator. Yo, thank you, twin. I appreciate it. I think there's a lot of value to just being present. People really underestimate how meaningful it is to just be there and listen. Especially, like, if you're not in a romantic relationship, if you're just talking with friends, family, whatever, simply listening and being there and giving them space to open up and be validated is extremely helpful. You're already doing a lot by just listening. And I have a feeling that some people worry too much about, like, am I saying the right thing to comfort them? This is something that I've done before. Hello, Kiwi, goodbye, Kiwi. Hello, Sprout, goodbye, Sprout. This is something that I've done before in the past, where some unsavory people used to just trauma dump to me all the time, venting all the time, and I was worried about my reaction. I was thinking, like, have I written enough words? I literally thought that my size of text had to match theirs. If they sent this much venting, I had to send this much comforting. That's what I thought. And I just let myself get used like a doormat. Now, I'm not saying that every scenario is like that. That's just highlighting my point, where I think people are too concerned about how well they are at comforting. Just being there and validating their emotions is already wonderful. People need to be heard, yeah, exactly. Rose said Tunisia without reading who they responded to. Tunis, Tunisia. Why are we talking about surveillance? Just knock them out so they can come to their senses. Half of chat is talking about relationships and like conflict resolution and hearing people out and being a good comforter. And the other half is talking about surveillance. Guys can- oh. Steer. Yo, Jace. Thank you very much for the 15 Forbes, twin. I appreciate it. W. Jace, welcome in, twin. How are you doing? If a woman. What? I need to turn my fan up. I'm hot. What? Hello? Oh my gosh, my fan, it doesn't work if I don't have the perfect angle. Like, literally. There we go, finally. Down to half a degree. Hydrate. Meow. If they send this much vent, I need to send this much comfort. Oh my god, I did that too. Right? Right? It's so baffling, especially when the person venting is taking advantage of you. That's a whole different animal. But it just makes it especially egregious. Did she reply to my text where I was glazing her? Yes, I did, Dev Snappy. Just reassured the person by telling them they aren't alone because flock cameras are always watching. Oh my gosh. Okay. Like, validating is very important, but sometimes I don't know what to do when I think the person is in the wrong, but they want validation. Like, if I give it to them, wouldn't that make their problem worse? I don't know. Okay, that's a really, really good question, Abodi. So, this is a problem that I have been reflecting on recently. I'll talk about it in the realm of a relationship. So, if you have a partner, and because relationships are often where people can accidentally hurt each other when they don't mean to. A lot is at stake. So, if you have a partner, and they are hurt about something that you did, you can still validate their experience without being like, yep, you're right. I'm terrible. I'm horrible. You're completely right. I'm never going to do that ever again. You can still validate their experience without agreeing with them. And I know that sounds weird, but what that can look like is, I'm sorry I made you feel that way. As long as both people are open, both people are on board, it is very valuable to validate their experience. Be like, okay, I understand. I'm sorry you feel that way. Not like, okay, don't say I'm sorry you feel like that way. That's a recipe for disaster. A line that I really am fond of is, I'm sorry I made you feel that way. Because you're not just purposefully invalidating them. You're not being like, yeah, I'm sorry that you feel that way. I'm sorry you're a sensitive bitch. You're not saying that. It's not passive aggressive. You can genuinely apologize for your role in making this person feel hurt or invalidated or disrespected. You can apologize for your role in that because you care about them without actually agreeing with what they're saying. Now, if this person is going to take your apology and contort it and be like, ha, see, I'm right. You suck. You're a terrible person. You agree with me. Then that's kind of a problem. But if this person is kind and open-minded, ideally they would hear, I'm sorry I made you feel that way, and they would say, thank you for validating my experience. Oftentimes, people just want to be heard and understood. If a woman is stressed or mad about the relationship or sex, what does a person in this scenario do? That's a really, really broad question, gang. Could you, like, narrow it down a little bit? If a woman is stressed about sex, what should I do? Like, that's really, really broad. Super broad. I'm gonna need some parameters to address that. Who is Dev Snappy? A beautiful woman. Okay. Sometimes I do that, and I feel like I need to send a lengthy response, but not to my friends. Well, because they're good about not dumping too much on me and not expecting too much more than a listening ear. That's good. At this point, relationships are another skill you have to practice. Exactly. That's exactly what they are. If you want a healthy, happy, long-lasting relationship, but you're not going into it with the expectation that both people are going to actually put in effort to become better partners, it's not going to work. You can't just go into a relationship putting in zero effort and expecting to skate by without working on yourself at all. There's going to be conflict. There's gonna be disagreements. And that's not to say that it should be stressful all the time. It shouldn't just be a constant, like you're in the Thunderdome fighting for your life, constantly improving. But on the flip side, there are going to be some conflicts. And you're right, relationships are a skill that you have to practice. Look at this Kibi. Kibi. I gave him a bath. I put him in the sink and I soaked him. And then I put him outside to dry. Soggy. So ADHD. Okay. W Jace with a 3-stream streak. Is that good? Wait, what did you say? I'll check YouTube chat. That's really interesting to me. I want to see your question. Meow, meow, meow. What does the Kiwi dance routine do? Plays a GIF. Meow, 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 meow. Kiwi. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. Oh my gosh. I'm allergic to YouTube chat, I think. Hey, I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. Don't worry. I forgot I'm actually a 5 out of 10 today because my PC kept freezing when I tried to stream earlier, and I was so fucking pissed that I just left. I'm sorry to hear that, Gwen. Like, I walked out of the room and did something else for an hour. That sounds really irritating. Kiwi! Cubby. Yo, Jace, thank you for the 16 florps, twin. I appreciate it. Yo, gang, you didn't add anything. You didn't add anything. Could you elaborate on what your question is? If a woman / girl is stressed or mad about the relationship or sex, what does a person in this scenario do? You just said the same thing again. You just repeated the same question with a couple of words replaced that produces the same meaning. So no, that is not good, my friend. Yo, so I was supposed to be in school. It's 7:50 now, but I just got a notif on Kiwi Live, so a few minutes won't hurt, right? I agree. You're studying. Watching my stream is like studying, but for autism. Every relationship goes both ways. Like us chatters send messages, then Kiwi... Whoa!
Mubby.
Yo, Jace, thank you so much for the 145 florps, twin. Whoa. And the badge is all fancy. Yo, W Jace. Every relationship goes both ways. Like us chatters send messages, then Kiwi reads them and gives us recognition while also giving herself content. Pretty much. Wait, 145. I meant to do 50. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm straight up studying autism. W Jace. Go further, I try to get your attention. If a woman / girl is mad or stressed about sex or their relationship, how does a person in this scenario act? If a woman is stressed or mad about the relationship or sex, what does a person in this scenario do? If a woman / girl is mad or stressed about your relationship and sex, how do people react? I think people just spend too much money on unnecessary stuff in people's relationships. Not all, but it's common. Like how people do too much in relationships. Yeah, I'm still not seeing an explanation as to your question. Like, what specifically is the woman worried about in the relationship? What is the context? Jace single-handedly funding the Kiwi Dev meetup. Not single-handedly. There are others at play. One of them whose name is Miss Life. So parasocial. This chat is a case study. You guys aren't supposed to know that I'm studying you all for autism. Kiwi streams are the best streams, so good on you for watching this instead. Yo, W Sheldon, I appreciate the kind words, twin. W missed. Kiwi 15 eyes hurt. I'm sorry, Jace. My eyes are actually, like, kind of dry as well. I don't know why. My case is straight up studying. Oh, I'm studying it! That guy's gotta be rage baiting. He literally just said the same thing like 8 times. I'm just a little confused. I just don't really understand it. If woman sad, what do? This is like one step above Amos. Yo, where's Amos, bro? Can we get him in here? He was always asking the best questions. If woman, what? I also love the woman / girl. Like, what does that mean? What do you mean woman / girl? If woman's sad, give me $30. my. If? Just give them snacks instead of apologizing. Now this is huge. Mist has been taking notes on my infantilizing autistic girlfriend's video. Now this is a true scholar. If man's sad, what do? Woman/girl minus 12 HP. If woman hate you, how fix woman? Let's do. Kiwi stream go hard after hitting the cart. Yo, WJs, thank you for the 15 Forbes, twin. Thank you, twin. Does she do sober streams? Excuse me, streamer, do you ever do sober streams, perchance? If woman sad no sex, give money. Me no listen to wife. Me will drive car into Walmart. If your wife is crawling toward a fire, you have to kick her. To teach her the lesson. Amos is our goat. He's like the channel mascot. Oh, it's so funny. TS streamer, so autism. Sometimes I'll have a problem or I'll be feeling a lot of— every time I see a big message in chat, I get excited. Sometimes I'll have a problem or I'll be feeling a lot of difficult emotions, but after I talk through those emotions, I feel lighter. Sometimes I'll even come to a solution by just talking it out. Sometimes supporting your partner doesn't look like fixing every problem in their lives. Sometimes supporting your partner just looks like tanking the damage. Actively listening is enough. Wait, that's such a good way to put it. I mean, tanking the damage. Like, it's not good to do that long term. It's not good if your entire relationship is just constantly tanking damage. But on a small scale, when it comes to comforting, I think that's a really good way to put it. Being able to be this sort of shoulder to lean on, to share the burden of something that's weighing on them emotionally, to tank the damage, so that they can just vent something, be open with you, be vulnerable with you, and you can just hear it, listen, validate, tank the damage, because it's not going to be comfortable. But that's such a good way to put it. Because sometimes it's not about solving their problem, it's just about being there and listening, and tanking the damage. Nah, that was a beautiful point, Sweetie Pepper. I don't want to be infantilized, but I want to be taken care of like I'm a child sometimes. It's a balance. Exactly, like that makes sense. You can want to be cherished, treated very nicely. Everybody has different desires for a relationship, but you can achieve that without literally treating them like a child. They still deserve respect. They still deserve to be treated like an adult, which they are. The way to apologize to your autistic girlfriend is not to invalidate her feelings and buy her a snack. That being said, you can still spoil her. Does watching gay porn make the person gay? Oh, banger? My mouth is so dry. Me kick woman, fire yummy. If woman baby fire, kick. These messages are so fire. I don't think this community is peak. We are a whole mountain range. Exactly! They should start putting screens and games on carts. They'd sell so much weed if they include Flappy Bird or something. Alright. I used to hate hugs. I still do, mainly from my family. But I've been yearning for a hug/cuddle from someone I consider a close friend, and it's killing me. Interesting. I understand your point, Sokar. I think humanity as a whole is severely touch deprived. Okay, so if the person is mad about not enough love, what do? Read. Bro's commanding. So the woman is mad about not enough love? Not enough physical love? Because again, that's really, really broad. She is stressed or mad about not enough physical love. I mean, from what I understand, the question to ask would be, are you supplying enough physical love? That seems like the logical next step. Hey Kiwi, I forgot, hold on. Hey, Kiwi, ah shit, I forgot again. Oh, I've got it. Do you ever have thoughts? Yeah, sometimes. Like 70% of the time, my brain is not on, and there are no thoughts. No audio was coming through, and then I just heard Kiwi say vulnerable in a really static, glitchy voice, and then it was silence again. That's terrifying, bro. That's terrifying. Like, I always try to avoid telling people my age, because my whole life, despite being pretty wise, people would not respect me / my opinion if they knew I was younger than them. Yeah, that's kind of like... bullshit. I understand what you're saying, twin. Especially, whoa, what do you mean kiwi.exe? Whoa, do not click that. OMG, my messages aren't coming through again. Oh, I saw that one. Hello. Don't click that, OMG. Is there any reason you can't/won't provide the love she wants? Because it seems like a pretty simple solution is right there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's possible for people to have different ways of expressing love. I was gonna say love languages, but that shit is pseudoscience. It's possible to have different needs and wants in a relationship, but in this case, she seems to be communicating her needs pretty damn well. I don't feel physically loved enough. Boom. There's your solution. So, like, give her more physical love? And if you just absolutely can't, and that's a hard deal breaker for you, then it's probably not gonna work. My love language is kicking babies out of fires. Hi, Molly. Hello, twin. How are you doing today? If you don't love each other, how is Mpreg? Explain that, liberals. Hey, all the people. Solid 6. Hello, Lyndon. Solid 6. That's good to hear. That's good to hear, twin. I'm stealing your moolah. You may never accidentally buy 5,000 bits again. Say bye to your bits. Wait, what? What did you click? What did you click? Message retracted. Any. I'm really confused. YouTube chat is fascinating. It gives us stuff to toy with. It's like a bunch of Almoses. I bumped into my ex today, but it went surprisingly okay and brought some closure. That's good to hear, twin. Now I gotta pee. Yo, W twin. That's my twin for real. Kiwi stealing my bitch. What's happening? What is happening? What are we talking about? YouTube chat is our little pet. YouTube chat is where the magic happens. I feel like Amos must have come from YouTube chat. He just seems like one of them. The magic of Mpreg. Are we just RNGing words? Girlfriend and I are building a really big tunnel in Terraria. Hell yeah. That's why on the internet I am 25 for legal purposes. I am very excited to celebrate my birthday and turn 25 for legal purposes next week. And then 25 for legal purposes 2.3 months after that. And so on. You get how birthdays work. Oh, so it's just 25 forever. YouTube chat is our little petri dish. I give up. I mean, bro, we've offered you solid advice. From the very limited information we have, which is one's girlfriend does not feel physically loved enough, because you said in the relationship/sex, and then you said she doesn't feel loved enough. Let me look at your exact wording. If a woman/girl is stressed or mad about the relationship or sex, what does a person in this scenario do? So if the person is mad about not enough love. So what we can infer is that the girlfriend is upset/mad and stressed because not enough physical love. I would assume sexual activity. And the logical solution to that would be to give her more physical love. Unless there's for some reason an obstacle to that, which would require more details which we don't have, in which case just being open and communicating about it. Came here to sleep while listening, now I cannot stop laughing. Piss for the rest of your life or stream for the rest of your life? Okay, what about both? What about both? Why does most men to boy turn to self-love after too much attempt of love? Why? Are your floor mats in good shape? Floor mats are cool, says, are your floor mats in good shape? We have John Floormat in YouTube chat right now. Why does most men to boy turn to self-love after too much attempt of love? Are you saying that after heartbreak, why do some men turn to self-love? Because I would say that's not exclusive to a certain gender. I would say that sometimes people get their heart broken so many times, or to such a high extent, that it really forces them to reflect and look inward and work on themselves and their own self-love, which is actually important. That happened to me. I got broken up with, and it forced me to be alone with myself and to lock in and to love myself and do things for myself. And why does it happen? I would guess that being alone really forces you to reflect that terrible shock, that discomfort, that heartbreak, I feel like it could just shock some sense into them. What do you guys think? Why do people turn to self-love after getting broken up with? I feel like people, especially younger people, are prone to entering unhealthy relationships because they don't know any better. And the more unhealthy relationships they go through, the more they learn. And at a certain point, they're more likely to be like, all right, I've learned my lesson. I do not value myself enough. My standards are too low. I have been letting myself get taken advantage of, letting myself get treated badly, engaging in unhealthy relationships. It's time to lock the fuck in and work on loving myself and becoming a better person. That's my line of thought. YouTube chat guy, try not to get laid challenge impossible. Try not to get laid speed run going on. Okay. In the club, straight up meowing. I love myself. I haven't been through any heartbreak. Based a Bodhi. It's super admirable and healthy to just do it right off the bat. I respect that. I was not that wise. I was not that strong. Thank you for the follow, Kenzie. You can't love anyone if you don't love yourself. Done. Period. Period. You can't build a healthy, happy relationship with somebody else romantically if you don't love yourself. You can't properly love someone else if you don't love yourself. Period. Hello, Evil Kiwi Draws. Sup, Chudlings, just popped in to remind you that Kiwi is ginger. Yo, it's good to see you, Evil Kiwi. Milk. This language is this alley? I think it's buggy. I would say not even younger people, but like people without experience, I suppose. Because that happened to me like later. Period. Younger people, people that lack experience. Really, nobody is safe. But you get my point. The more experience you have, and the more time on this planet you have, the more likely you are to be able to reflect and such. I'm in my first relationship, but I waited for me to be capable of doing it to some extent. That's respectable. Working on yourself, working on self-love is always respectable. I don't think they're referring to that type of self-love. Wait, really, Nova? Why do most men turn to self-love after so much attempt of love? I think they're saying self-love. What, are you talking about, like, eating their meat or something? I don't think that's what he's referring to. Kitty cat. Hi, Grace. Hi, Hustelect. Greetings, twins. Look at me reading YouTube chat. Meow! When I broke up, I didn't start loving myself, mostly because I already did. I just locked in and made $2,300 in 2 weeks. Then shit got real complicated. W grind? In the club, straight up loving it. And by it, I mean myself. Evil Kiwi would be blonde. You are ginger. Careful! The Galachos are doing the Parsby Ritual Loada of Londel next summer. Yo, thanks, Kira. Yo, I appreciate it. The creature is here. Homo erectus. Oh my. Do you speak German? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They call me the German. Hello, Random TNT. Hello. Hello, Phantasma Orgasma. Hi. Who said I'm giving birth tomorrow? I did. Sex 7. Okay, bro. Just log off. Is communism autistic? Sometimes. Meow. I just wanted to... Yo, Jace? Thank you for the Sex 7 Florps, twin. Yo, Jace. I just wanted to find love so bad. I gave all myself to someone who wrung me out completely, I guess. And I get that, Molly, I get that. Seeing her today was nice, though. I think time was helpful. W. I think you two be talking about jerking it, because as a man, we do be doing that. Ew. No, I genuinely don't think he's talking about jerking it. I think he was talking about how a lot of men turn to self-love. Although, I would assume that what he's referring to is muddied by the whole grind set culture. The whole looks maxing. Gotta wake up at 5 a.m., go to the gym for 2 hours. All women are the same, gotta splash cold water on myself. Gotta subscribe to Andrew Tate's, like, alpha male course. I feel like that's what he might be influenced by when he says self-love. True self-love is doing things that are healthy for you, doing things that give you fulfillment, working on yourself to become a better person, not because you're desperate to please other people, but because it helps you. And it's good for you. Hey guys, it's me, Random TNT. Hello, Random TNT. You giving birth tomorrow? Who's the father? No, you are giving birth, Dev. You are giving birth. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch, aber mein Vokabular ist klein. Also, those pronunciations, Kiwi, are terrible. Okay. I've attempted mitosis. I'm straight up Tunisian it. Bugatti. Exactly. Gotta hammer the face. I watch Andrew Tate and I'm an alpha male. Of course you do, baby. Of course you do. Counterpoint is those people don't love themselves. Agreed. I saw a clip of Clavicular dropping the whole, like, facially subhuman vernacular. Bro, what do you mean subhuman? Calling a specific group of people based on their appearance subhuman is actually deranged. It's actually mentally ill. Like, that is so... Oh! Wait, you got a coffee? Oh my gosh, Sharky. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm so sorry I didn't hear it, Sharky. I'm pulling it up right now. Yo, Sharky, thank you so much for the cold brew, twin. My 6-7s are 6-7-ing. Do it 6 my 7? Wow, Sharky, wow. Very profound, twin. Very profound. 6-7. It really gives you a lot to think about. Yo, Sharky, thank you for the cold brew, twin. I appreciate it. Yes, the guy who is self-proclaimed peak masculinity was arrested on an outfit you'd see at a Berlin nightclub. I saw that he was arrested. That's so funny. Clavicular is a bad person. He's done a lot of pretty bad things. Agreed. Hello, not Alexander Grothendijk. I am doing okay. How are you, twin? Ow. Kira is the Homo erectus. Agreed. She called me baby. Do you hear that, Chatlings? Aww. Vinny Jr. got a facial harmonization. I'm sad. Who's Vinny Jr.? What's that? Oh my goodness gracious. Sharky, thank you so much, twin. Let me get a W, Sharky, right now. Immediately. Let me see a W, Sharky, in the chat. Right now. W, Sharky. Hell yeah. Thank you, Bodhi. Kiwi, would you still love me if I was a worm? Yes. Thanks for the one gifted. W, Sharky. Speaking of calling clavicular deranged, my controversial opinion is that we should medicalize bigotry more. That's funny. Like, oh, you're a bigot? Oh, you might want to get that checked out. Oh, what's wrong with you mentally? Have you seen a doctor for that? That's kind of funny, actually. Kiwi sees racism on the internet for the first time. Meow. Can we get a tutorial on the hair? Take this, group your hair in the back, and clip it vertically like this. Literally all I do. Meow. Meow. Blah, 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 blah. W, Sharky. Have I missed any bangers from YouTube chat? Let me check. Can we get a hair tutorial, baby? Sure, baby. Come over and I'll do it on you. Pause.
W, Sharky. We love this, Sharky. 3.
W, Sweetie Pepper. Yo, twin, thank you so much for the 100 gay florps. W, Sweetie Pepper. Thank you so much, twin. W, Pepper. W, Sharky. W, everyone. Look at the little kibi. Look at the kibi. Talking my Tua right now. What? Guys, hot take, but we should treat others as equals. Yeah. Ow. Can you call me sweetie? Sure, sweetie. All those players never treat me like... And what? Huh? Oh yeah, but I could go on and on about looks maxing. That shit is so sad. There's a whole culture that preys on insecure men. Can you name the next stream Talk Tua? Maybe. I feel so parasocial, bro. I gotta lock in. Meow. I also miss 100 of the shots I do take because Kiwi missed all my jokes. Okay. They haven't seen what I truly meant in my old entry 17. Are you singing? I'm so confused. Are you singing? Hot take, we should kick the children. That's a pretty cold take, I would say. Guys, remember, if your wife is crawling toward a fire, you gotta kick her to get her out of the way. You have to control her as the husband. You have to kick her. Kiwi, the Satya is seal. Yo, thank you, Jace. Jace, you're typing like me after I just woke up. Thank you, Jace. WJ. If she don't hawk Tua, I don't talk Tua. Abodi, thank you for unfollowing and refollow. Kira, that... Oh my goodness gracious! Holy... I think Banui is here. Yo, I could be wrong, but I think Banui is here. Holy W Banui. Can I please get a W Banui immediately? Oh my goodness gracious. Jace, thank you for the 15 florps. Do not text and drive, twin. Put the phone down. Yo, Jace. Yo, Jace, lock in. Thank you for the 15 florps, though. Banui, you are so generous, twin. Thank you. For the 8 gifted. I mean, whoa, not thank you. W Banui. Hey, Kiwi, nice to see you live. Hello, Simon. Greetings, twin. How are you doing today? Holy W. Holy W. Meow. What do you call a cat girl that makes you cry? Onion. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's not texting and driving if you only do it at stoplights. Hot take? Thank you for unfollowing and refollowing, Sharky. Hot take. If you can't go a car ride without checking your phone at the stoplights, or God forbid checking your phone while you're driving, your attention span is too fucked and you need to do some self-reflection and some self-improvement. If you can't go a car ride without checking your phone, I'm not talking like, oh, I don't like this song, I'm gonna skip it on my phone and then put my phone back down. No, I'm talking like, oh, I have to check Discord, I have to text. If you can't go a car ride without checking your phone, you gotta do some self-reflection. That's my hot take. Even at the stoplight, even at the signal. This from Kiwi is crazy, but I don't text and drive. That's what I'm telling you. I say I'm driving because I'm trying to like manifest it into existence. Because I always struggle with executive dysfunction, especially when it comes to like arriving at locations and then leaving the location. So I tell people I'm driving to manifest me actually driving. Wow. Wow. 1/3 of the way to Germany, right, Retro? It's amazing. Retired Banui, spasiba amigo. We're mixing 3 languages. Hello, Molly. Thank you for the 5 florps, twin. Hi, Kiwi. Do you think I'm cool? I do. I do think you're cool, twin. I only say I'm driving to get out of conversations. She LARPs as able to drive. Okay. Banui be arriving like middle-aged sultans bestowing their wealth upon the peasantry. New emotes unlocked. Shout out, Banui. That's so wholesome. W Banui, W Sheldon. Strimmer, you should say W Gwen the gay goat. W Gwen the gay goat. This from Kiwi is crazy. She's lying. She texts and drives. I'd only do that at a stoplight if I need to respond to someone urgently. That makes sense. Like, if you're having a very important conversation, then, like, checking your phone quickly, I guess it's not black and white. But I'm talking, like, just checking your phone for fun. Like, oh, I'm bored. This stoplight is too boring. I'm gonna take out my phone because I need constant stimulation. There are people that go on their phones while driving. I've seen this so much. It's so concerning. People on the road not looking at their phone because their attention spans are so rotted that they can't just look at the road. I know people in my own life that do that. Right, Kenzie? I know people in my own life that do that. They'll literally be driving. Can we have a driving stream? They'll literally be driving and looking at their phones sometimes. Not just at stoplights, but like when they think they're safe enough to where they can actually take their eyes off the road. It's insane. Bro, like that's a whole new level of brain rotted. Just checking your texts for casual shit? Whilst driving, whilst on the road. All it takes is 2 people to be doing that and 1 little mistake for lives to be lost. All it takes is 1 person doing that. Kiwi, it's raining outside. What am I supposed to do? Go outside and frolic in it. Botwe, search Kiwiverse. Search query. From Kiwi Draws. I'm driving. Okay. I say I'm driving to try and manifest it. Meow. Meow. MFs will say, guys, hot take. And then it's literally, we should kill all blood-sucking mosquitoes. Spasiba, amigo. Oh, we got the Russian... What's it called when you spell something using... How do I say this? It would be like me writing hello, using the Russian alphabet, but I'm writing out hello. What's that called? Where you write out a word in a certain language using the alphabet of a different language. Oh, I got gifted a sub. I just came back. Thank you to whoever did that. That was Banui. W Banui. That's crazy. That's so unsafe. Right? Don't you do that, Kiwi? No, I do not. I'm going to Taco Bell. Y'all want anything? Can I please get one crunchy taco with everything on it? Just like one crunchy taco. I don't really like eating fast food, but Taco Bell sometimes hits. Like when things are real dire, Taco Bell comes in clutch. Not you, oh my. Okay. Hello, Kiwi. Also, thank you for the 15 Forbes twin. Hello, Kiwi. What's your take on New Vegas? Hey, did you know I like New Vegas? It's awesome. New Vegas is awesome. Hey, did you know I like New Vegas? What is New Vegas? Meow. I play Rain Bet while driving, but only while waiting for my Overwatch Max to queue. People who drink and drive and people who don't look at the road should never be in the driver's seat. Period. 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 I think if somebody drinks and drives, they should at minimum have their license revoked for like 20 years. At that point, you're actually lucky that nobody died. You are literally endangering everybody else around you because of your careless foolishness. How the hell do you like drive with such a bad attention span? I'm unsure if I'm able to because my eyesight, but seeing people who do that, who are fully capable of driving, but they just get on their phone while they drive, that's annoying, TBH. Right? Right? Pisses me off too. It pisses me off. I literally have ADHD, and I don't pull that shit. I am stimulated enough with my music and my eyes on the road. But there are people, I have seen people driving down the road, especially because I run a lot, and so I see drivers all the time, and I have to be alert, so I don't get, like, ran over on the street. And I see people actually moving down the highway, like, moving down the road, looking down. Like, bro. Let's take a break, let's step out of the car, let's remove ourselves from behind the wheel, it's time for some self-reflection. Oh my goodness gracious! W Banui. Can I please get a W Banui immediately? Yeah, I see so many people on their phone while driving, and it's like, what the hell? Right? Right? Like, how? I'm smoking. Jace, thank you for the 15 Forbes twin. Enjoy your smoke. Stay safe, twin. Oh, it's transliteration. Thank you so much, TNT. That's what I was thinking of. They transliterated amigo using the Cyrillic alphabet. That was fire. Pass me the blood. Pinned by retro. Oh. Meow. Fallout New Vegas. Oh. John Fallout. Hello, Gentralis. Good to see you, twin. We should have some company that sets up automated license plate readers across the country to find people texting while driving and taking them off the road. I'm sure this won't lead to any unsavory consequences. Okay. Meow. Hey, it's me again. Kiwi has been clocked going 90 in a school zone. No. I'm texting and smoking and drinking to Taco Bell. Kiwi draws. Oh, okay. Thank you for the 15 Forbes twin. I may or may not have said that. Do you crack your joints? No, I don't like it. It just makes it more stressful for those of us who are neurodivergent and need to devote far more attention to drive when others drive while texting. That's also very true. Period. Because driving can be harder for people that are autistic like myself. And I'm already locking the fuck in. And you have these people, presumably like one or more of them neurotypical, that are on their phone. Rather just lock in. Just lock in. Even I can do it. Just lock in. Drunk crashers give us drunk drivers a bad rap. Exactly, bro. It's so messed up. So messed up. I'm behind.
Twinto said, 15x gay _ florps. I am eating my toenails while driving RN. Is that okay?
You know what? Sure, that's fine. That's totally fine. Yo, Jace, thank you so much for the Florps twin. W Jace. Don't ignore my text, Lil Labubu, or I will find you. Dev, I think I'd be really happy if you found me. That'd be a cause for delight. Ow. Benui, thanks for starving your wife and kids. I swear to God, I was in a taxi and saw the driver watching a fucking movie on the phone while driving with full volume too. Bro, what? Yo, Arselfiros. How do I say your name, twin? I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the 2 jewels, twin. W. Thank you, twin. I have seen people actually watching TikTok. I have seen people on TikTok while driving. That is actually so unimportant. There are so many, there are millions of things that are more crucial than watching fucking TikTok while you're behind the wheel. You could be doing literally anything else. Oh my gosh. Of all the things that are unimportant, TikTok is actually at the bottom of the barrel. By that point, it's time to just hang up the jersey, turn in your driver's license, you're done. Watching TikTok while driving, like holy shit. It's not even accomplishing anything. You're literally just rotting your brain. RuneScape while driving stream? Okay, hold on. Wait just a minute. Rewind. Meow. Stavcie likes wait, what? Podpisujcie na channel, żmijcie этот bell, смотря какой фабрик, смотря сколько details. What did I just say, bro? What did I just say? Someone edit Kiwi's face on the Teto drinking and driving image. Okay. I'm afraid of driving because my OCD. Oh. How does OCD affect driving? I'm curious. Bow wow. Man, people need to rediscover RuneScape. Hey, I'm not doubting you. Twin. Not doubting you. Meow. Guys, hot take. Should I donate my personal computer to the internet? Open my firewall and disable auth on SSH. You're asking the wrong person, bro. I would recommend asking Dev. I think Dev would be much more qualified to answer that question. My mom used to drop me off at school while drinking vodka. Are you serious? That's like super terrible and illegal. Oh, and one thing I hate when I'm outside, sometimes I just hear the loudest music playing from their car. And it's sometimes the worst music of all time. Like, what if it's midnight? Who else is hiccuping right now? That's kind of real, though. That's kind of real. There's a time and a place for blasting music, but it's not when you're in a residential, like in a neighborhood at night. Just, like, be respectful. I can make Kiwi say whatever I want with this one simple trick. Be amazed as what I say comes to life. Hey guys, it's me, Kiwi Draws, and I'm transphobic. Okay. You look so beautiful, Kiwi. Thank you, Dev. Thank you. You're nice. I'm afraid of hitting people. Interesting, Alexander. Would it be like a compulsion? I'm just confused as to how that works. I find it really interesting. I once watched a video about a woman with psychosis. I think she was schizophrenic. And she would have, when she would enter periods of psychosis, it would really impact her driving. For example, one time she felt as though there were people lined up on the side of the road next to her. And it made her really uncomfortable because even though she kind of knew it was part of the psychotic delusion, it also felt very real. And she was thinking, what if I had imagined these people laying on the road in front of me? Would I have swerved to get out of the way to not hit the people? Because, like, thank God the hallucination had the people lined up on the side of the road, like, off of the road. But if they happened to be lined up on the road, that would impact her driving. So that just reminded me. Not that it has anything to do with what you were saying. At this point, I have difficulty telling if TikTok or Twitter is worse for society. TikTok. I'll die on this hill. I don't use either, by the way. But just from what I can understand, based off of what I've seen, why is it so ass? What happened? From what I understand, TikTok is infinitely worse. Sure, Twitter is the hub of genuinely the worst ideas known to mankind, but you have to actually fucking read. You have to read. Even if you doom scroll, you still have to stop and actually use your brain to read. TikTok is the dumbest, mind-numbing shit possible. Like, actually the most brain-rotted slop. Hi, Shatling, I'm gonna start meowing. Meow! Meow! Stop saying nonsense. What was the last thing you ate? Parasocial, what are you saying, bro? I remember you got banned and then unbanned, and then bro comes back like, stop saying nonsense. What was the last thing you ate? Your messages are always so interesting. The fabric details, it's a popular old meme in Russia. Oh. Around here, people drive squatted trucks to be jackasses on the road. What's a squatted truck? Flip it and ship it. Oh my, okay. Okay. Dev esoteric. Meow. That sounds terrible to deal with. I feel bad for people who deal with that. Me too, twin. Me too, genuinely. Only thing I'll be dead naming is Twitter. Real, bro. I keep forgetting that it's actually technically called X. Ain't nobody be using the word X in the big 26. I don't use TikTok at all, based. I've never seen anything good come out of TikTok except for Kiwi Draws, also known as, what is it, fake Kiwi? I forgot what I named myself. Meow. Oh, something I find really interesting is something called faux Cyrillic, which is the use of Cyrillic letters to mimic Latin script, but would be nonsense when actually pronounced. For example, oh, interesting. Faux Cyrillic, but it's actually pronounced Cyrillic. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, sorry, that's a G. Cichagillis. Yeah, pretty much. Ow. Ow. Obsession equals I might swerve and hit people. Compulsion, mental. Stopping car and saying to yourself you're not gonna hit anyone 10 times. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. That sounds really difficult to deal with, twin. What was the last thing you consumed? Like, what are you asking, bro? What are you asking? Huh? X, the everything app. What was their OG catchphrase? It was like, dare to explore. It was so corny. What was it? Please, somebody tell me. Somebody tell me what the OG catchphrase was. X, dare to be different, or some corny shit like that. She didn't continue the message, I used shorts. I forgot to address that. I also watch a couple shorts. Sadly. I too am a flawed human being. One channel that I really like to watch is Girl with the Dogs. I love seeing the little kibbies. The little kibbies taking their bath. The little kibbies. Ain't nobody calling it X. WDev. Squatting your truck is when you lift the front and lower the rear suspension. Usually people put LED or strobe lights on the bottom and mod their exhaust. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I mean, I'm no stranger to lifted Fords. Like, you know the pickup and it's 5 feet off the ground? And then they install their own lights on the front so they can just like ass blast you and flashbang you. You know when it's nighttime and you see the sun rising behind you and you realize it's just a raised Ford with custom lights? Meow. Meow. Hey Kiwi, I've been a big fan of yours for a long time now, and I'm so glad I get to finally donate. I'm a simple question. I don't mean to take up too much of your time. What did you have as your last meal / last snack you've eaten? Yo, Jace! Good to see you, twin. Welcome in. The last thing that I ate today was Dev Snappy. Meow. I only watch shorts that show up in my recommended. I don't scroll. Me too. Yo, Arsalfiros. W twin, thank you so much for the 20 jewels. W Sal. Thank you, twin. YouTube shorts are how I found Kiwi back in the day. True. True. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. I will stop dead naming Twitter when Elon stops dead naming his daughter. Does he actually? Cringe. I didn't know that he had 4 different partners with whom he has children. Like, I knew he had some baby mamas, but I didn't know there was 4 of them. Like, how many children does he have? That shocked me. Meow. Do you like San Francisco or New York City? I don't know. Brrr. Oh, Dev is being autistic. 1 for each child. 14 children? But I'm sure he's an amazing father. I'm sure he's present in all their lives. Okay. She made like 10 videos about Russian. That's correct, I did. I was hyperfixated on Russian a while ago. I'm gonna sleep, Kiwi. Good night, I love you. Good night, Dev. I love you. Good night. Yes, Elon has a trans daughter and basically became a huge transphobe once she transitioned. Okay. I almost got into an accident because someone lined their shitty truck with strobe lights and I got overwhelmed and hit the median. Oh my goodness gracious. That's terrifying, Sharky. How does this man achieve breeding? He's a hippo and a CEO. Elon Musk has like 15 confirmed children. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. It has to be for the money, right? What else is there? What else does he bring to the table? I feel like God made me trans to personally punish my conservative dad, but that's just a game theory. I found Kiwi because YouTube kept her... Why can't I read today? Rewind. Unpause. I found Kiwi because YouTube kept recommending me the smash or pass Arabic letters until I gave in. Probably the best YouTube recommended. Yo, Bodhi, I'm honored. That makes me smile. Oh dear golly gosh goodness. Couldn't have said it better myself, Swin. We need to low-key strip Elon Musk of every dollar he has in his pockets. Yeah, like, not to get too political, but this is a take that I've had for a while. Maybe I'm just stupid, but it really irks me. Yeah, trillionaires should not exist. I don't know if I'm just stupid, because I understand nothing about financials, I understand nothing about business, but, like, call me crazy, call me stupid, I don't know if I'm just uneducated, but I truly think we shouldn't have people with hundreds of billions of dollars. Call me crazy, but I think that's absurd. You don't need that much money. I feel like at that point you're just trying to acquire power. If you have hundreds of billions of dollars, you could literally save like thousands of lives all the time. You could feed families. You could feed thousands of families for such a long time. I found Kiwi because my friend sent me the how to force film your boyfriend video, saw you on a Twitch, followed, then immediately forgot about you, then a week later you streamed and I was like, who the fuck? That's amazing. W Jace. Yo, Jace, I'm glad that friend led you here. Again, call me crazy, but like, to me, it just doesn't make sense how people that are that rich could sleep at night. That's so much money. That is an unimaginable amount of money. I can't even comprehend it. $1 trillion is beyond what any of us and any of our children will ever spend in our lives. Not even close. Not even close. It's actually laughable how huge $1 trillion is. The average person is gonna spend like 0.00001% of that in their entire life. I'm bullshitting the math, but you get my point. $1 trillion, the wealth will finally start trickling down. Again, I'm stupid. I don't know shit about economics. I don't know shit about financials. I just think that having $1 trillion is absurd. Maybe just like start implementing more giving money to people, like charity. I don't know. I'm not smart. I'm not smart. I don't know shit. But exactly, why the fuck do they need $1 trillion? Oh, but he already gives money. But he still has $1 trillion. Like, oh, but he already donates and does this. But he has $1 trillion. Or even if, like Retro said, he's not a trillionaire anymore, hundreds of billions. So, like, even if he does give money, he still has hundreds of billions? I might be stupid, but to me that's just baffling. That's just baffling. I think my first Kiwi video was, what is my diz size? W. Even $1 billion is too much. Abodi, see, I actually agree with you. I sound like a drooling homunculus, but I don't even know. I think of people like Moist Critical. Moist Critical is certainly a millionaire. Like, he's doing very well. And he gives money. He turned off, what was it, subs or something, like donations on Twitch, and literally just said, I have enough money. You don't need to keep throwing your money at me. And he's a millionaire. He is not a 100 billionaire. He is a millionaire. And he's content with it. I'm not even saying that all billionaires should be just pouring out all of their money until they're left with significantly less. I'm just saying hundreds of billions is a lot. A lot. If one singular person has $1 trillion, then there is something terribly, terribly wrong. See, like, I kind of agree. Bow, wow. No moral way to be a billionaire. I'm picking up what you're putting down. He's a millionaire, but he's not a multi-billionaire. And yeah, he doesn't do channel memberships anymore. That checks out. I don't want to say too much because, like, I'm not educated in the slightest. Meow. I found Kiwi when YouTube recommended me her smash or pass every mathematical shape. Saw the thumbnail was there, here just looking at the camera intensely, and was like, why the hell not? I'm so glad I found this beautiful niche little pocket of the internet. Thank you for the kind words, Sheldon. I appreciate it. I really liked that video. Guys, is Benui allowed to watch stream without chatting? Yes! No shame in lurking. We love lurkers. W Benui. While I agree with that, while I agree with what everyone is saying, keep in mind not all of their net worth is spendable money. That checks, Retro. W Randy, yo Randy, thank you so much for the 2 jewels, twin. W. Thank you, twin. I see your point, Retro, but like, even if a huge amount of Elon's net worth is not spendable money, that doesn't change the fact that he's insanely rich. I literally, my only point is I just wish that billionaires just donated a little bit more to charity. Just a little bit more. I just think there should be a little bit more donating. Philanthropy. That's it. I think the top 0.5% that has, like, all of the country's wealth in America should just be donating a little bit more. A little bit more. Bow. La la. I doubt I spent $1 million ever in my life at all. So why the fuck do they need $1 trillion? Exactly. The value of the wealthiest person on Earth has increased tenfold each decade since the 70s, while the wealth of the average person, on the other hand, Jesus Christ, that's not even inflation, is it? Inflation doesn't even come close to that. Tenfold every decade? Having $1 trillion fucking makes inflation a commodity. Oh, I'm so behind on chat. The only millionaire I like is Michael Jackson because he donated a lot of money. My diss size is $500 billion. Ooh. If you rounded up on every purchase you ever made and donated to child cancer victims, you likely would still have donated a larger portion of your money than any multi-billionaire. Again, I don't know, but that sounds valid. Meow. Charlie is a great dude. Oh yeah, I was gonna revisit that point. I agree with you. I think Moist Critical is just a really agreeable dude. He gives to charity. Yes, he's rich, but he gives back to the community. I don't know if he still does this, but he would literally do streams where he posted a Google form. You submit a request for a certain amount of money, you include the reason, and he just picks random ones and will donate thousands of dollars back to his community in a given stream. And I watched the stream and I watched him. He didn't reject a single request. Some guy was like, I'm requesting $80 for a night out with the boys to grab some beers. And he's like, all right, $80, sending it your way. To me, he just seems like a regular and decent guy that is not afraid to give back because he got lucky in life. And that's what I respect. I found Kiwi real early. Let me check which video it was. But I do remember leaving a comment along the lines of, "This reminds me of old YouTube. God bless." Thank you, Twin. Thank you. I was talking to my brother the other day about billionaires and how if I was one, I would donate a lot of my money. And then my brother told me, "You will never be one then." That sadly makes a lot of sense. I think your brother might be wise. My family has a few really wealthy people, but they got their money through actual hard work, and most of them lived in super, super deep poverty. I know people like that as well. The extremely rich generally believe that they are a higher form of person. If they don't believe this, they'd have to ask themselves some very difficult questions. Interesting. If you make that much, just donate a lot of money to save the earth. See, like, again, I'm stupid. I don't understand shit. But to me, it seems a little bit clear. Call me stupid and naive, but why couldn't Elon just, like, slide 50,000 over to a developing country to help feed people? Maybe I'm stupid, but, like, I don't know. I get really autistic about these things. I see injustice, and then it looks so black and white to me. A lot of billionaires do donate a lot of money to charities. They just donate to charities that help them. I've also heard that it can benefit with tax write-offs. Donating can help with tax write-offs. Dev, read DMs. Dev, is it okay if I read it after stream, or is it urgent? Maybe. I found my first Kiwi video. It was the Minecraft wood tier list. Holy based? Whoa. Holy OG, holy based. I believe no billionaire is going to heaven. You have to be evil to be a billionaire. A lot of valid points. Let me know if I say any bullshit. Because, like, psychology, I'm a little bit more qualified to talk on, but economics, money, no. I know nothing. I struggled in my AP Econ class. Kiwi, where did you place Birch in the tier list? It was ranked pretty high, I think. You were speaking good points, so no bullshit. That's good. It's about collabs. I'll glance at it, baby. And can I talk to you more after stream? If I gained immeasurable wealth, I would buy no more than what I needed and give the rest to charity. That's a really valid and respectable take. The Green brothers are great at valuing the world over money. What's that, Pinty? Hello, Pinty. Oh wow, Kiwi Draws is online. Thanks, Carlbot. There's no way the notification just went out. There are very few billionaires who didn't come from a family of wealthy. The ones who did make their money exploiting people at some point, no exceptions. Philanthropy isn't a good solution because it still means that the extraordinarily wealthy will still get to decide how society is run. See Andrew Carnegie. I remember learning about Andrew Carnegie. Babe, the notification went out 1 hour and 15 minutes ago. Oh, that's good. I thought it just went out. I remember learning about Andrew Carnegie in AP US History. Shout out A Push. Yo, hello, Amr. Amr. Pretend I pronounced it correctly. Okay. Good night, Lyndon. Thank you for joining us, Twin. It is also incredibly difficult to become a billionaire off of income. Almost every single billionaire doesn't have $1 billion. The sum of everything they own is worth billions. Okay, bro. Okay. What? Traffic up arrow 32.69 megabytes, 80.78 kilobyte. Someone still uses my thingamabob, right? Anyway, cuties, I might sleep while working, so if I disappear at any point, you know what happened. No worries, Banui. Twin, I appreciate your generosity. My first Kiwi vid was, I think, ranking synonyms for phallus. Based. Wholly based. I didn't know that all of you guys were so OG. I feel like quite a few of you are new chatters, but you're actually quite OG. Do you feel people are morally I think you meant obligated to help others if they can without sacrificing necessities, as the billionaires aren't doing anything. Like watching a drowning child and waiting for those closer to do nothing, but they aren't either. Could you elaborate, Aaron? I think my brain is kind of scrambled, and I'm struggling to comprehend what you're saying. I think my reading comprehension skills are failing me. Apologies, twin. Ranking synonyms for phallus. That was a banger. That was a banger. Kilobits. My mistake. I'm holding Benui hostage. Let him go, bro. Let him go. But yeah, I love my wifey and W Kiwi, W Benui, and W Dev, and W Gwen the Gago, and W my wifey Jace. I love my wifey Jace. She's the cutest and amazing. W Benui twin. Give me $14 to release him. It's because you have a skewed definition of OG. No, but like, a lot of the people in this chat only started chatting within the last month or two. And yet they're talking about videos I dropped 5-6 months ago. Meow. I was an OG for a week, left, and came back 6 months later. Exactly. Wait, artist mediocre. Are you the one that had the fire art? I'm pretty sure I know you from the Discord server. Are you the one that had the fire art that's also your profile picture? No way, I just clocked that shit. What is my diz size? Was a lovely first impression of you. Yo, I'm glad, twin. Yo, I'm glad. 6-7 months ago. Kiwi, fix your dev esoteric sound effect. No. No, I am not making it louder. I went back and watched a lot of your old videos. W, Sweetie Pepper. If a child is drowning in front of you, but you'll get your pants wet if you save them, does it matter if others are closer? Do I let them die? Think, like, billionaires can't help but aren't, so do we have to? I think if it... Kick them... I think if a child is drowning, then everybody should hop in and try to save them as soon as possible. I also think we should kick the child. My first video was Clash Royale Urethral Swallow. Holy OG, that was my first viral video. How much cash do you keep on your person, bro? What the fuck? I've been in the community for a couple months, started chatting on stream last month. W Sheldon. Kiwi Dance. I don't use Twitch a lot though. Hey twin, 'tis an honor to have you here with us. If your wife is drowning, you should kick her. Yeah, I think that's the moral of the story. I think that's the moral of the story. If your wife is drowning, you should kick her because she needs to be controlled and she's like a baby. Do not clip that, bro. Do not clip that. I miss Amos. He would love this conversation. Anyone else, just lurk. Hello, water. I couldn't tell you what my first Kiwi video was for 2 reasons. 1, I watched like 1, and then avoided them for a few months before getting more invested. 2, I was probably high AF. Okay. Skateboarding witch cat based. That's a great cat video on the side there. Thank you, Amr. I know it is. Look at how scrunkly he is. Look at how... Oh, he didn't like the bath, so he jumped straight into the air. It's so cute. My first video was The Internet Keeps Calling Me Gay. That's a banger, Meow Cat! I remember that. Amr. Yo. Jace, thank you for the Florps twin. And thank you for making fun of my pronunciation. Look at the Kiwi. Look at the Kiwi. Oh, look at how he jumps. He's so cute. Meow. Already clipped and posted on Blue Sky. There goes my career. Yep, there it goes. There it goes. I shall drown and kick you. I want to see you hanging in the street. What did I even do? I know exactly what you're referring to. I'm so OG, my first Kiwi video is deleted. There are like 2 or 3 people in this entire chat that were present for my old channel. Holy OG? Do you have any startup? Someone donate me 500 channel points so I can redeem the best redemption ever. Meow! My first video was Jax's Dilemma Trust. How do you know about that? That's so OG. Casa Nintendo, I know you just stalked my old channel, but like, the fact that you remember that? Maybe can we raid 5 yes streams? Maybe, baby. Maybe, baby. Hello, Dev. Why are you not asleep? I'm so OG, I remember before Kiwi was a thing. I'm confused. Wow, I'm so OG. I remember like 2 years ago. Like what? Think about, we all kicked pregnant women. That's true. That's true. We all kicked pregnant women. Really humbles you. Wait, you said you did Eddsworld animations? Low-key, I might be an OG, I don't know. Whoa. Is Red Riding Hood on your shirt? I don't know who this is. I thrifted this shirt. I actually don't know who this is. Hi Dev. Hi Dev. Baby, why are you not asleep? Why are you not asleep, baby? If you can help someone poorer than you, even if you are middle class by first world country standards, are you morally obligated to do so? Oh, see, I'm really stupid. I'm not good with philosophy and morals and shit, and I'm not good with economics. What do you guys think? If you can help someone poorer than you, even if you are middle class by first world country standards, are you morally obligated to do so? That's a really tricky question. I would say that being generous is a good thing, but the question is it an obligation? Is it an obligation? That's a really good question. Autistic or German and programming language tier list were peak. The programming one came out right after the computer science Kahoot stream. I will still celebrate my victory that day. Sheldon, did you change your name? Did you change your name? The first video I watched was either the Smasher Pass Arabic letters or the Russian one. Based. Of course you thrift stuff. Oh, okay. Are you calling me poor? Are you calling me poor? You should kick pregnant women to relive childhood nostalgia. And clip and ship. I'm trying to look for connections to you. I want to support you as a streamer, love. Aww. We were talking about maybe one day Dev being my manager. You know how streamers have content managers? Like people who help them with the businessy stuff? We were talking about Dev being my manager. Do you think you have a longer than average neck? What the fuck? What the fuck? I just checked and I found the first video I watched from you was drawing my outfit part 1. No. Holy OG. I mean, okay, April 5th isn't OG, but the video is OG. Meow. Oh yeah, I did change my name. That's why I thought you were new. Humans have innate value regardless of whether they are friend or stranger, so yes, everyone should be helped. Kiwi, cancel! Personally, I feel somewhat obligated because the system has failed so many people, and if I can help and the people that should be helping aren't, then I feel the need to help. That's a valid take. That's a valid take. Polycule video was the fatal blow. Need an HR department if the manager is dating the employee. What do you mean slash half joking? How big is your middle toe on your left foot? How big is your middle toe on your left foot? I'm gonna say it's like 3.5 inches. Middle toe on your left foot. Ooh, it's tricky. It's like 3.25 inches. 3.25. It's like, thank you for the 6 jewels, Randy. Yo, W Randy. It's like this. It's like 3 inches maybe. Wait, no, centimeters. Whoa, no, not 3. 3 centimeters. I meant 3 centimeters. Whoa. No. Not 3 inches. Holy shit. Yeah, this is how long my middle toe on my left foot is. 3 inches. 3 inches is massive, bro. That's huge. That's like way too much. Way too much. Thank you for the 15 florps, Jace. Yo, W Jace. I'm quite new, so the first video of yours I saw was using catgirls to explain why autistic people are so freaky. That's a banger. That's a banger, Bungle Clungus. Trick question, baby? Why is it a trick question? The creeper pants. Yeah, we're matching on Lightning. Aww. Yeah, me and Dev have matching pajama pants. Meow. Kiwi's hair from this angle is uncanny. I told you, my hair is chopped from the side. Like, it's actually chopped. It's flat on the back. I put it all forward so that it poofs for the camera, but when you look at it from the side, it's just a clip. It's flaccid. Kiwi is shoe size 53 EU. Kiwi, you have legs? Bro got some big ass feet. Big ass toes, bro. Okay. She's so eloquent. It's flaccid. Kiwi, you have legs. When is the walking stream? Does she do sober streams? Like, alright, bro. Okay. Dev, who did you say I should raid? I completely forgot to look into that. 5 yes streams. I will be ending stream soon because I'm hungry. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Oh my gosh! Thank you so much, Pepper. How many spoons do you have in your silverware drawer? W Pepper, yo twin, thank you so much for the cold brew. How many spoons do I have in my silverware? Probably like, let me count it mentally. So there are 2 different sizes of spoon. There's small spoon and big spoon. I think there'd be like, maybe 10 in total? Or like 12? I don't know. I have to pee! I think I'm gonna go now. I'll be here for next stream. Have a good night. Thank you for joining us, Kenzie. It was wonderful to have you. Have a lovely rest of your night, twin. Have a lovely rest of your night. I vote to kill Nightbot. Somebody remind me. I actually want to stop Nightbot from blocking links. 12 spoons. I might have more. I have a lot of spoons. Kiwi spoon tier list? No. Write that in content suggestions right now. Write that in content suggestions right now. Baka. Where are we going, guys? Why are you saying baka? Meow. 5 eyes stream. Oh. 47 viewers is kind of a lot, though. Rating viewer spoons. Oh, that's good. Kiwi, should I get Coke or Pepsi? Water. Fetish Julius is the peakest of peak video Kiwi vids. We need the sequels. Thank you, twin. I think the fetish tier lists are high-key toss. So I don't plan on continuing that. Is your name Kiwi? Nah, I didn't think so. They're really interactive, that's why. I prefer to raid like smaller streamers. Cat girls, puppy girls, anything of the sort. Why are we spamming Hodge spinning? Yo, I'm not complaining, but why are we doing this? Patreon exclusive? That could work. Like, maybe one day, if I have more time and I can really devote myself to content creation, I can make a Patreon where we make like an elaborate, extensive Hunger Games of the fetishes, like a whole tournament with brackets, like a World Cup for fetishes. Wouldn't that be awesome? And we have like different episodes and we have different fetishes battling it out, like in the Thunderdome. But yeah. Dev, do you have anyone else? That we could raid that's like smaller? I can go live and steal everyone, but then I'd have to entertain everyone and that's scary. Gwen, I believe in you though. Gwen, when I joined your stream, you were so nice and lovely. Corprophilia on top. What is that? Oh my.
Kiwit Hodge spin, 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 Kiwit.
Oh my gosh. Sweetie Pepper, thank you so much for the 100 Florps, twin. W, Sweetie Pepper. Jace, thank you for the 15 Florps. I'm Nakey, she says. Okay.
You should rate Pepsa _, after Stio.
Thank you so much for the 100 Florps, Jace. Pepsa _. Pepsa. 6 viewers? LGBTQIA? Wait a minute! And they're playing Fortnite? Nah. I think we're rating Pepsa. I see the femboy preg video in my nightmares. That was one of my greatest productions. That was one of my magnum opuses. Magnum opus? He's playing Fortnite? That's what it looks like. Oh, that's not Fortnite. Oops, my bad. That is not Fortnite. Okay, but LGBTQIA, 7 viewers. I swear to God that's Fortnite, but apparently it's not. I'm down to raid. How do you guys feel? Walmart, Fortnite knockoff. LGBTQIA, 7 viewers. How do we feel? I remember when the Kiwi games were gonna happen. What are the Kiwi games? Magnum opus. How did she read Palworld as Fortnite? Because the way that the character moves looks like Fortnite. Okay, now it looks nothing like Fortnite. Now it looks nothing like Fortnite. It's Palworld, bro. Literally says it. Okay, bro. When the character was running and then like jumping onto a platform, it looked like Fortnite. Ajax Haruku. Are they catgirl or LGBTQIA? Ajax Haruku. That's good. That's good. We could also rate this person. ADHD lesbian. Guys, what do you want? Guys, what do you want? Do you want Palworld or art? Which one? Palworld or art? Which one? Art? You gotta vote for art? I'm fine with either. I vote Pepsa. Oh my goodness gracious.
I vote Pepsa.
Thank you so much for the 500 Florps, twin. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Did you mean to do that? Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Yuri. Either. Yuri. I vote Yuri. And now we're all voting for Yuri. Okay. Goodness gracious. Randy, thank you for the 2 jewels, twin. W, Randy. Yuri seems reasonable. Pepsa sounds like Pepsi, so that one. It's like split down the middle now. I'll just make a poll. /poll. Raid. Art? I already forgot what the thing was called. It looks like Fortnite, so I'm gonna call it Fortnite. It's not Fortnite. Somebody correct me. I don't know what game that was. I already forgot what it's called. Looks like Fortnite. W Jace with the 500 gifted, by the way. This looks really cute though. I'm looking at the artist. They have a really cute VTuber as well. I guess it's more of a PNG tuber. But it's adorable. Sorry, not 500 gifted. I mean 500 florps. 500 florps. Which one is Pepsa and which one is Yuri? So Yuri is the second one. The second one is lesbian. Art. Art is Yuri. She's a lesbian. First one is Palworld. Lesbian or Palworld? Fortnite is not Yuri. So is Art Pepsi? This is getting so convoluted. She's not reading this chat at all. Yo, my bad, twin. My bad. I just got here, chat. I sure hope there's a lot of stream left to go. Yo, Magna, it's good to see you, twin. How are you doing today? I vote me. I'm not rating you, evil Kiwi draws. Okay. So it's either Yuri or Yuri. No, Art is Yuri. Art is lesbian. Fortnite is Palworld or whatever it was called. Palworld, yeah. It's good to see you, twin. I'm doing jolly. How are you? Hello, Magna. I'm doing fine, twin. Glad to hear that you're doing good. No one else vote to keep it tied. Oh my god. I vote Yuri with my 200 votes. You know what? We're just gonna go with Yuri. We're just gonna go with Yuri. We're rating Ajax Haruko. Yeah, please tie. Oh my goodness. Wait, what's the command again? Is it slash? Yeah, /raid. No. Okay. But Dev suggested this one. He's my manager. And he cooked. They're making art. And they have a cute VTuber. And they're lesbian. We like lesbians. /raid Ajax Haruku. Period. Hello, Dispara. Greetings, twin. Good night, guys. True, we do like lesbians. See? Period. Thank you for joining me. Okay, art won. That's good. There's 6 votes for Fortnite and 9 votes for art. 6, 9. Really makes you think. Good night, every Nyan. Yo, Magna, it was good to see you, even though it was only for 30 seconds. W, Magna. Best stream ever. Woohoo! Hell yeah. W, Dev, for finding somebody to raid. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Us? Who else is in the room with me? Okay, so good we didn't raid Pepper, he just left. Okay, that's good. Thank you, guys. Me? You're in the room with me, Dev? Show yourself. Show yourself immediately. I have some business to address. Alright, thank you guys for joining me. Have a lovely rest of your day, okay? Bye!